こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we're studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me at any time. I'm going to continue with immersion with Card Captor Sakura.
汝のあるべき姿に戻れ、クローカード。よっしゃ、やりましたわ。リカちゃん、リカちゃん。
気を失ってるだけだ。
さくら一人でちゃんとカード捕まえたで。
ソードはくせ者揃いのカードの中じゃまだ扱いやすい方だ。
なんやで。ケロちゃん、さくらちゃん、足を。
扱いやすい方だ。
なんやで。
See, Kamisuku Oto. Kamisuku. Okay. To bite, to snap at someone. So this is the kanji used for teeth, and this is the kanji used for to attach. Let's see. Kami. See, kamu, to bite. Real quick, was it, ha was teeth? Yes, it was, ha. Okay, yeah, you can see the kanji for teeth is used inside of this kanji. Oh, and this is kuchi next to it. So kuchi, so mouth plus teeth makes this kanji. Chew, bite, gnaw. Alright, so kamisuku is to bite, to snap at. Wait, that's intransitive. Then what is kamu then? Transitive. Okay. So kamisuko, or the sound of biting.
ケロちゃん、さくらちゃん、足音が。ケロちゃん、さくらちゃん、足音が。
Hush.
誰か来る。
そうだ。
なんやで。ケロちゃん、さくらちゃん。
Ashioto. Footsteps. Oh, okay. Or in other words, the sound of feet. Okay. Sakura-chan, ashioto ga.
カードの中じゃまだ扱いやすい方だ。
なんやで。ケロちゃん、さくらちゃん、足音が。
Yameru, stop. Oh, Yamero, stop. In the suggestive tense, essentially.
誰か来る。ケロちゃん、部屋行ってた。
誰が来る or誰が来る or someone is coming. Kira-chan, 部屋いてて. So go into the room and stay there. So someone is coming. Kira-chan, go into the room and stay there. So 誰か来る Kira-chan 部屋いてて.
ちょっとね。誰か来る。ケロちゃん、部屋行ってて。
Yeah, so for the best, what we found out yesterday was that the reason they're using the continuous int here is even though you're sort of telling someone to do something, is that you're not just saying to go and do something, you're saying to do something and stay there for a long while. Hence why they're using the continuous.
Toya いるかな。Toya いるかな。
See, Yukito, okay. Toya, iru, okay. Iru kana. So, Toya iru kana. Is that you, Tora? Toya? Is that you, Toya? Toya iru kana?
Toya いるかな。借りてた CD 返しに来たんだけど。なあ、借りてた CD 返しに来たんだ。
で CD 返しに来たんだけど let's see. Kari teta. Kariru to borrow. So kariru, kari teta. So this is continuous past tense. Kari teta. Kari teta CD. Kaeshi. It's probably from Kaesu. Kaesu. To return. Is this the same kanji as kaeru? No, that would be kaeru. Kaesu. To send someone back, to send someone home. I guess you just use different kanji depending on which word you're going for. Which meaning you're going for. So yeah, he's having it in noun form because he's attaching it to ni, so kari teta CD CD let's see. Kari teta CD oh, gaeshi. Okay, I see. So it's pronounced gaeshi when it's used in a word like this. CD gaeshi ni kitanda kedo. So, let's see. Are the particles missing from this? Let's see. CD that was... Is there particles missing from this? see. Kariteta CD, the CD I was borrowing is a valid noun phrase. Okay, model. Oh, yes, there's missing the wool. So, the particle wool object marker before the kaishi and ni, that's before kita, okay. Often omitted in casual speech. Okay, so there was technically supposed to be a wool right here. So, well, actually technically supposed to be a wool right here. So that means this should be Kayashi if there's a wool right here. That's what it says.
トヤいるかな。借りてた CD 返しに来たんだ。
Yeah, she said Kayashi, okay. So, kariteta CD を返しに来たんだけど、So, CD that was being bought, returning. Okay, this is the purpose need. So I've come with a purpose of returning the CD I was borrowing, but so 借りてた CD を返しに来たんだけで, or as it said here, 借りてた CD 返しに来たんだけど、来たんだけど。
トヤいるかな。借りてた CD 返しに来たんだけど。どうしたの？
どうしたの? What happened?
どうしたの？大丈夫？
Oh, that was probably the word for library. Let's see what that word actually says. Library. Let's see, Toshokan. Interesting. Different last kanji. Toshokan. It looks sort of like the kanji for panya. That's right, panya. No, not the same. Let's see. Alternative kanji for library. See, I think it was like jewelry store or something. What I'm thinking about. Jewelry store. No, not that kanji. List all the kanjis for library in Japanese. List all the third kanji options. Oh no, I knew I saw that somewhere before. Tosho Shitsu Library. Usually single room, small library. Tosho Shitsu. So that's the kanji for room. I knew it seemed familiar. Tosho Shitsu. So this must be a small library. Oh, this is probably the school library where it's like not a full library, but just like one of the rooms in the building. Hence, it's a Tosho Shitsu instead of Tosho Kan.
リカちゃん、さくらちゃん、昨日はごめんね。急に倒れちゃったなんて。
Kino wa gomen ne. Something ni. Oh, you need.
リカちゃん、さくらちゃん、昨日はごめんね。急に倒れちゃったなんて。
Taoreru, to fall over or down. Intransitive, to be destroyed, to be confined to bed, okay, to die, to be killed, to go bankrupt. Basically has a falling kind of meaning, essentially. To fall over, okay. Taoreru. Kino wa gomen ne. Kyu ni, or swiftly, rapidly, or suddenly. Kyu ni tao rechatta nante. So, sorry for yesterday. Let's see. I suddenly I suddenly received falling. I suddenly ended up receiving falling. Let's see, because top. Oh no! This is not receive. This is just te form. Okay, taoreru becomes taorete. So taorete shimata is taore chatta. Okay, so I suddenly ended up falling. Nante. And then explain the grammar of another Nante examples. Okay. Q taore taore chatta. Okay, this describes the event. Kuni means suddenly, and taoreru means to collapse, to fall down. Okay. Here, te shimau, okay, indicates the action was completed, or often with a nuance of regret. Okay, yeah. Nante. This is the crucial grammar point at the end. It is a colloquial contraction of nado, meaning things like or such as. When placed at the end of a sentence quoting an action or event, it expresses speaker's surprise, embarrassment, humility, or disbelief regarding the event. It implies feelings like, I can't believe that I did something like that, or how awful. So in other words, sorry for suddenly collapsing yesterday, essentially. So this is the things like nante. So, 今日はごめんね。急に OK。今日はごめんね。急に倒れちゃったなんて。Let's see, this nante is from a combination of nado and what else? Etc. Something like nado, such as things like until the quotative particle. So nado plus to makes nadoto. Nadoto becomes nante via phonetic change of doto to nte. What was the other nante? What are the two origins of nante? Nantoyu. Okay, that was the other one. So, 今日はごめんね。急に倒れちゃったなんて。
リカちゃん、さくらちゃん、昨日はごめんね。急に倒れちゃったなんて。でもあのブローチをつけてから何も覚えてないなんて。
OK、でもブローチを作って、ブローチを作ってから、何も、let's see, 何も覚えてないなんて、 So, but the brooch I was wearing. Let's see. I do not remember anything. I do not remember anything. Let's see. I think this is the same Nante, the Nato one, the Nato To. Explain the grammar of explain the Nante in more detail. Let's see, demo, okay. Of from wearing the brooch, anything not memorized. Functions as an emphatic normalizer that quotes the preceding clause to express strong emotion, typically surprise, disbelief, or shock. By attaching Nante, the speaker highlights the fact as something unexpected, unbelievable, or significant. Is this the Nantoyu Nante? Yes, exactly. The Nante in your sentence is historically and etymologically a contraction of Nantoyu, which literally means what is called, or what kind of. See, when used before a noun to ask a name or definition, it retains literal meaning of Nantoyu. For example, Kore nante hana. What is this flower called? Evolved meaning. When used after a clause, as in your sentence, it no longer asks what is called. Instead, it functions as an emotional marker derived from a shock of exclaiming, to think that such a thing is called. So just emphasizing, like, to think that I don't remember anything from putting on the brooch. So, でも、あのブローチを作ってから、何も覚えてないなんて。
あのブローチをつけてから何も覚えてないなんて。あのブローチをつけてから何。でもあのブローチをつけてから何も覚えてないなんて変よね。あのブローチをつけてから何も覚えてないなんて変よね。
変よね。That's strange. That's peculiar, odd, strange, weird.
でもあのブローチをつけてから何も覚えてないなんて変よね。開けていいの？ 開けて。
開けていいの? So let's see. I'm actually surprised to use 開けて, not 開けて, 開けて, since you're unwrapping something. Okay, this is transitive. Okay, of course it'd be transitive because the question's in regarding to an object. She doesn't mention the object since it's obvious, but you have to use the transitive since you're opening something. So, 開けていいの? So, is opening good? In other words, may I open it?
Huh? 開けていいの？これさくらちゃんが買った。これさくら。
これ、これさくらちゃんが買った。Which is basically, in a more complete sentence, you'd say これはさくらちゃんが買った or as for this, did Sakura-chan buy it? Or did you buy this? これさくらちゃんが買った。
これさくらちゃんが買った。リカちゃんのブローチ。
Rika-chan no brooch, so Rika-chan's brooch.
これさくらちゃんが買った。リカちゃんのブローチ。一生懸命探したんだけどなかったの。
Let's see, Isho Kinmei, very hard, with utmost effort, as hard as one can, with all one's might. Let's see. I tried if I remember correctly, this comes from One Life or something like that. Isho, whole life, okay. And then eager, earnest, strenuous, fervent, utmost effort. So, in other words, utmost effort your whole life, which basically gets used as a way of saying, very with the utmost effort, and it's basically the most utmost effort. Isho kinmei. Fate. Okay. So Isho kinmei sagashita. Okay. Sagasu to search. Okay. Isho kinmei sagashitanda kedo nakatta. Or in other words, with I or we searched with the utmost effort, but didn't exist. Or in other words, was not able to find it. So, Isho kinmei. Okay, Isho kinmei sagashitan da kedo nakatta no.
ブローチ一生懸命探したんだけどなかったの。だから気にしないで。私が悪いんだから。
気にしないで。気にし 気にしないで。私が、悪いんだから。
だから気にしないで。私が悪いんだから。
So in this case, this key I think is mine. So 気にしないで is don't think about it. 私が悪いんだから。So see, what is it trying to say? Oh, in this case, it's worry supposed to be fault? Oh yeah, definition 5 at fault, to blame, in the wrong. So 気にしないで私が悪いんだから. So don't think about it, I'm the one at fault. And then from that.
なかったの。だから気にしないで。私が悪いんだから。でもリカちゃんにどうしてももらってほしいの。
でも、リカちゃんに、どうしてSo let's see. どうしてももらってほしいの。So, but, let's see. Gee, so I think it's trying to say something about I wanted to return to Rika-chan. Basically return the brooch. But why is it どうしても? Let's see, but I really wanted you to take it, Rika-chan. もらってほしい. So 欲しい is want. Let's see. Let's see. Explain the grammar of let's see. I really want to get something like from okay. Demo, even something like okay. An adverb meaning no matter what. By all means. Oh, I get it now. That's right. The doshite is how doing, just like non is sort of like what, or nani sort of like what. So nani mo is like anything. So by all what, essentially. So doshite is doing what way. So doshitemo would be doing in all ways. In other words, no matter what, by all means. Okay, so doshitemo. So demo ri, demo Rika-chan ni doshitemo moratte hoshino. So but by all means I wanted to return to Rika-chan, referring to the brooch, okay? So demo Rika-chan ni doshitemo moratte hoshino.
でもリカちゃんにどうしてももらってほしいの。リカちゃんが買ったブローチはもうカード。リカちゃんが買っ
Rika-chan ga katte broochi wa, so the brooch Rika-chan bought.
てほしいの。リカちゃんが買ったブローチはもうカードに戻っちゃって返せないし。
I'll see. Mo karu ni let's see.
リカちゃんが買ったブローチはもうカードに戻っちゃって返せない。
Mo karu Modoru, yes, Modoru. So okay, so Modok chattes would be okay. So from Modote shimate, be ended up returning. So ended up returning to a card. So has already ended up returning as a card. Kayasu to return. So Kaya Senai, I'm not able to return. So essentially, this is like the first clause here. And then this is where you use like an and in English and then say the second part. So Rika-chan, the brooch Rika-chan brought has returned her card and I'm not able to return it. Or Kaya Senai, and then she, the reasoning she. So mo karu ni modok chatte Kaya Senai shi. Kaya Senai shi. Mo karu ni modok chatte Kaya Senai shi.
欲しいの。リカちゃんが買ったブローチはもうカードに戻っちゃって返せないし、でもリカちゃんには言えないし、うまく説明できないよ。
でも、OK。でもリカちゃんには、言えない or she, so not able to tell Rika-chan. Umaku setsumei. Let's see. Explanation. So dekinai, so not able to. Oh, Umai is good. So yeah, Umaku's like goodly, so able to do a good explanation. そう、でもリカちゃんには言えないし、うまく説明できない、説明できないよ。でもリカちゃんには言えないし、うまく説明できないよ。説明。
ちゃんが買ったブローチはもうカードに戻っちゃって返せないし、でもリカちゃんには言えないし、うまく説明できないよ。ありがとう。大切にするわ。ありがとう。
ありがとう。大切にする。So 大切 important. So大切にする. I'm gonna do important, or in other words, I would cherish this, or something like that. Carefully, with great caution. Let's see, thank you. I would treasure it. So I would do with importance. In other words, I would treasure it. So ありがとう。大切にするわ。
返せないし、でもリカちゃんには言えないし、うまく説明できないよ。ありがとう。大切にするわ。私が困ってるから聞かないでおいてくれたんだ。私が困っ
私が困ってるから、私聞けな、私が困ってるから聞けない、聞けないで、私、おい、私、聞けないでおいてたん、くれたんだ。困る, to be troubled, to have difficulty, to be in a fix, to be at a loss, to be bothered. 私が困ってるんから、聞かないでおい、おいて、pursuing party posse pursuer. It's probably just Oku to put in place. Okay, so let's see. Don't ask, put in place. It's not asking. Receive what? Put it in place. Let's see. You didn't ask because you knew I was having a hard time. let's see. Let's see, 私が困ってるんから。So, okay, I guess to be hard up, to be badly off. So I was having a hard time, and then from that, kikanai de. Explain the grammar of. Because I was trouble or having a hard time, okay. Kikanai de, without asking. Or not asking without asking. Couldn't it also mean don't ask, I guess? Let's see, oite kudeta. This combines the auxiliary verb oku to do in advance or to leave as is with kude to give. Let's see. Teoku de eoku. This grammar point generally means to do something in advance or to leave something in a certain state. So nai de oku, when used with the negative form, it means to refrain from doing something on purpose. So you put in place the purpose of not asking. Essentially, you left something in the state of not asking, and then you were giving, and that's being done as a gift to someone. Hence the kudeta at the end of that. So you're giving, not asking, being left in place on purpose. So, because I was troubled, you left the matter unasked for my benefit, essentially. Or they must have realized I was going through a hard time, so they kindly didn't ask about it. Is this the same de in Hachida Naide command? Yes, it is the same grammatical de particle in both cases, but the sentence structures and purposes differ slightly in both. Okay. De attaches to the negative stem of the verb nai to form the negative te form naide. This form generally means without doing X or don't do X. So 私が困ってるから聞かないでおいてくれたんだ。
ありがとう。大切にするわ。私が困ってるから聞かないでおいてくれたんだ。やっぱりリカちゃん大人っぽいし優しいし素敵だな。
やっぱりリカちゃん大人っぽいし優しい優しいし素敵だな。So, as I thought, Rika-chan, You're very mature and kind. You're wonderful. Or or maybe as I thought, Arika-chan, you're wonderful because you're very mature and kind, or and this sentence is Becky, the conclusion of the first two descriptors, or is this just a list of 3 descriptors? Oh, konnichiwa, Wild Arms. Genki desu ka? How are you doing? Let's see. Stekki functions as the final item in a list of 3 descriptors, which collectively lead to the speaker's overall impression. It is not grammatically defined as a conclusion derived from the first 2, but rather the accumulation of the list that triggers the final emotional judgment. Pattern use A dashi B dashi C da. In this specific construct, the speaker lists attributes A and B with the connecting particle and ends with attribute C followed by a sentence ending expression. Okay, the particle C is primarily used to list regions or attributes when used multiple times in a sentence. Okay, cumulative effort. The use of she creates a cumulative effect. The speaker is piling up evidence to support the final feeling. So by saying she is mature and kind, the speaker builds a case on why they feel the way about the final descriptor of the situation as a whole. Okay, yeah, so it was sort of like a conclusion. So, Yapari Rika-chan, Otonoposhi, Yasashi, she, Steki, Dana. So as I thought, uh, since she's mature and kind, she's wonderful. Well, she's wonderful because she's mature and kind.
くれたんだ。やっぱりリカちゃん大人っぽいし優しいし素敵だな。あ、おはようございます。
おはよう。なに？あのガキがうちの近くにいた？なに？あのガキがうち。
Nani? Let's see. Ano gaki ga uchi no
何？あのガキがうちの近く。
うちの近くにいた。So what? That injury let's see, that injury existed near my house, or Uchi basically referring to his house, and then Chikaku. Oh, Gaki is brat. Okay. What was the word for injury then? Injury. Kega, okay, there's Kega, okay. Chikaku, noun, near. So it could be a noun, or meisho, or it could be an adverb. Fukushi. So nani ano, let's see. Nani ano gaki ga uchi no chikaku ni ita. So that brat was near my house. Devil Ghost, Starve, Hungry, Thirst. Interesting kanji there. I think we looked this up once. Let's see. Origin of this. Okay. Origin of Gaki's kanji. From Buddhism, specifically referring to hungry ghost realm. In Buddhist cosmology, it denotes a preda, hungry ghost, a spirit caused by an insatiable hunger and thirst as punishment for mortal vices like greed and jealousy. In modern slang, the term evolved to mean unpleasant child or brat, derived from a figurative sense of someone who is always hungry or unhealthily thin. Nani? Ano gaki ga uchi no chikaku ni ita.
何？あのガキがうちの近くにいた？
すぐに帰っちゃったんだけどね。
すぐに、あ、帰っちゃったんだけどね。So, so immediately ended up going home. So immediately ended up going home. But he left right away, so immediately. So, すぐに、変えち、すぐに変えちゃったんだ、だんだけど、すぐに変えちゃったんだけどね。So, he immediately ended up going home, but
何？あのガキがうちの近くにいた？
すぐに帰っちゃったんだけどね。
いっぺん閉めるしかねえか。
一遍閉めるしかねんか。一遍 let's see. Complete change about face. 一遍閉めfinal or me, okay. 一遍閉めるしか。Let's see. Explain the grammar of Ipen, adverb meaning at once or one time. Oh, it's okay, so it's this Ipen, not the change kanji one, but this kanji one. Exclusively, only alone. Okay, one time. So, so meishi or fukushi, or noun or adverb. Ipen me, and then shimeru, to tighten, to clamp, to finish off, to put someone in their place. Depending on the situation, this could literally mean tightening a screw or belt, or metaphorically meaning to finish a task decisively, or to pay a bill or subdue an opponent. Eru. Meru. Then Shika neka. Okay. Shika, negative restrictive particle meaning only or nothing but. Okay. Ne, a, a casual masculine contraction of nai. Instead, in Japanese would be shika nai. In rough casual speech as shika ne. So shika naika or shika neka, see, is the only option left. Okay, is there no choice but to... Let's see. Ipen shimeru. I guess I'll have to wrap this up. Explain this more. So shimeru is a versatile term with meaning ranging from mundane physical actions to intense slang, and specific definition depends entirely on the context of the kanji. Shimeru to close, or shimeru to tighten, to fasten, to constrict. I wonder if they mean this shimeru. There's also this shimeru. Too tired to fasten, too well. Let's see. In rough mask, let's see, and then there's other ones, but okay. Shimeru as in to occupy, apparently. To account for, to make up. Okay, slang idiomatic usage. In rough masculine or yakuza speech, often heard in anime and dramas, shimeru takes an aggressive and decisive meaning: to finish off, to kill, to put someone in their place, to pay the bill. Okay. Distinction from while both can mean to close, they're not always interchangeable. Let's see. Shimeru focused on the function of opening, stopping air, light, or entry. Used for doors, windows, lights, and gas. For toijiru, focus on the motion of closing something that opens up. Used for books, eyes, umbrellas, and lids. And the phrase ipen shimeru shikaneka, the ambiguity is intentional but likely leans towards to put them in split. So which shimeru kanji is this using? Let's see, it says it's using this one, to tighten, to, well, to be strict with. Okay, basically to discipline, to finish. Okay. So, pen complete change about face. In the context of keeping a brat away from the house, how is pen being used? Let's see. One time. Oh, maybe I'll have to take care of this myself this one time. Maybe that's how it's being used. See, it frames a potential altercation as a one-time solution to a recurring problem. So, in other words, like I'll have to take care of it myself this one time or something like that. Let's see, it could also mean exclusively or only alone, or maybe I'll have to take care of this myself. Let's put the whole thing there and see if it can translate it a little better.
すぐに帰っちゃったんだけどね。
いっぺんし
pen shimeru shika ne ka.
あのガキがうちの
I guess so in other words, I guess I'll have to take care of this myself.
近くにいた
すぐに帰っちゃったんだけどね。
いっぺん閉めるしかねえか。
そうやってさくらちゃんに近づいてきた子たち。そうやって
So yatte, let's see, doing that, let's see, so yatte Sakura-chan ni
さくらちゃんに近づいてきた子たち。
chikazuite kitan, kitan kotachi. Chikazuku, to approach, to draw near, to get close, to be acquainted with. Let's see. 近づいてきた So coming near kid where it's kotachi. Wait, so you don't want kids coming see, you doing that, you don't want kids coming near Sakura-chan? Let's see, it translates says all those kids who's been getting close to Sakura-chan like that. So yatte Sakura-chan ni chikazuite kita kotachi. So yatte So yatte Sakura-chan ni kikazuite. Oh, Chikai, that's right. Chikai with the Chikai with the E dropped off, and then Suite, but with the Daku 10 added. So Chikai, so near and attached. To approach, to draw near, to get close. So Chikazuite. So yatte Sakura-chan ni chikazuite kitan kotachi.
そうやってさくらちゃんに近づいてきた子たち、みんな追っ払ってきたの？そうやってさくらちゃんに近づいてきた子たち、みんな追っ払ってきたの？
みんな、お、おぱらってき、追っ払ってきたの？追っ払う to chase away, to drive away, to drive out. 追っ払う Okay, and this comes from let's see, Oisuku, to catch up, to draw level, to pull level, to reach. Let's see, O, to chase. And Hirau, to pay, to brush off, to wipe away, to drive away, to sell off, to pay, to make an effort, sacrifice, to move out, to sweep, to make a sweeping stroke, to reset an abacus. Okay. To wipe away. So, to chase and then wipe away. In other words, you're chasing and wiping away your harau. Let's see, harau and then o makes oi harau, to drive away. So chase and wiping away makes driving away. Okay, oi harau. Let's see, Mina oparate kita oparate kita no. So So, see, Yukito saying, okay, have you chased away all the kids who tried to get close to Sakura-chan like that? Let's see, Oparate kita. So why is kita used there? Let's see. Why is kita used at the end of see, second instance, continuation of action in O, see, in O, see, in Oparate kita, yeah, Oparate kita emphasizes that an action of chasing away has been ongoing up until the present moment. It suggests a process of a series of actions that started in the past and have just been completed or is relevant to the current situation. Spatial, okay, new direction. Kudu often marks movement towards the speaker. In the first clause, okay. Temporal continuity. When attached to the te form, kudu highlights the processes leading up to now. In the second clause, it implies the speaker has been actively dealing with these children for some time, okay? Okay, so chasing away up to this point in time is why they're using oparate kita ano. So そうやって桜に近づいてきた子供たち。So so getting close to Sakura kids, that's the type of kids, but so getting close to Sakura kids. Is there any missing particles? There are no missing particles, but the sentence relies on a colloquial omission common in casual speech. Mina to Mina will currently, okay. Kotachi Mina Oparat. Let's see. Parate kita. Okay, Mina functions as a direct object of Oparate kita. In standard grammar, the subject marker wo is required. Nuance. In casual conversation, wo is frequently dropped after nouns like Mina to improve the flow of speech. Adding it back would make the sentence sound more formal and emphatic. Okay, so there's technically a wo right here. Or no, here. Is this clause a descriptor of Mina? Okay, yes, Sakura-chan ni chikazuite kita Kotachi acts as a script or relative clause that modifies Mina. Head noun, Mina, modifier. See, the children who came close to Sakura-chan. Okay. The phrase functions as a single noun phrase, meaning all of the children who came close to Sakura-chan. Is Mina supposed to be an adverb or noun in the sentence? Could Mina be an adverb for let's see, oparate kita. The structure, the children who approach everyone, object, okay, chased away. Adverbial usage. Mina acts as an adverb only when it modifies the scope of the subject performing an action, meaning all together or everyone. Adverbial usage. Kodomotachi ga mina something waratta, so the children all laughed. Your sentence, the children are not doing the chasing, they are being chased. Therefore, mina cannot be an adverb modifying an action. It must be the noun receiving the action. So, mina oparate kita no. Or in total, soyate Sakura-chan ni chikazuite kita kodomotachi mina oparate kita no. Or have you been chasing away all the kids that try to get close to Sakura-chan? Or maybe more like from you doing that, have you been chasing away all the kids who get close to Sakura-chan?
そうやってさくらちゃんに近づいてきた子たちみんな追っ払ってきたの？
あいつをいじめていいのは俺だけだ。
やっぱりシスターコンプレックスだね。でさくらちゃんに近づいてきた子たちみんな追っ払ってきたの？
あいつをいじめ
あいつをいじめていいのは俺だけだ。あいつをあいつをいじめて ill treat, to bully, to torment, to pick on. いじめる Okay. So the person who torment who do, let's see, the person do oh Aitsu. Let's see. Okay, in this case, it refers to her Aitsu. Uh, tormenting her good is just I. In other words, I'm the only one who can torment her or pick on her or tease her. So I'm the only one who can tease her. Aitsu referring to Sakura. Yeah, this follows the logical structure uh of so to pick on and then object Aitsu and then eat good. So picking on the person is good, and then this quotes it saying who picking on the person is good for, kind of thing. In this case, it's I, or ore dake, just I. So da, to be just I. So I'm the only one who can torment her, or I'm the only one who can pick on her. Aitsu o ijimete no wa ore dake da. Aitsu oいじめていいのは俺だけだ。
みんな追っ払ってきたの？
あいつをいじめていいのは俺だけだ。
やっぱりシスターコンプレックスだね。
あいつをいじめていいのは俺だけだ。
や
やっぱり、シスターコンプレックス、シスターコンプレックスだね。Okay. やっぱりシスターコンプレックスだね。Notice the hardest part is trying to say a word in the Japanese way, not the English way, which you have the pronunciation for. Or in other words, as I thought, sister complex.
追っ払ってきたの？
あいつをいじめていいのは俺だけだ。
やっぱりシスターコンプレックスだね。やっぱりシスターコンプレックスだね。
いじめていいのは俺だけだ。
やっぱ
やっぱりシスターコンプレックスだね。シスターコンプレックスだね。Okay. シスターコンプレックス、シスターコンプレックスだね。やっぱりシスターコンプレックス。やっぱりシスターコンプレックスだね。
みんな追っ払ってきたの？
あいつをいじめていいのは俺だけだ。
やっぱりシスターコンプレックスだね。
うるせえ。
うるせえ。It's probably from urusai. Or in other words, literally meaning noisy, but as it actually gets used, it means be quiet or shut up. So uruse.
いじめていいのは俺だけだ。
やっぱりシスターコンプレックスだね。
うるせえ。
そろそろ約束の時間かな。
そろそろ約束の時間かな。約束、OK。そろそろ約束の時間かな。So it's the appointment time or it's the promised time. Okay, soro soro is soon, before long. What does... let's see. Where did soro soro come from? Okay, mimetic word. It's derived from the specific historical event of or foreign language, but rather from a reduplication of the syllable soto to convey a sense of gradualness, approach, or hesitation. So slowly or soon. Okay. Soto soto. Soto soto. Yakusoku no jikan kana. Like, is it the time soon? Basically being used more as a statement, even though it's a question. Like, it's going to be the time soon. Time of the appointment soon.
そろそろ約束の時間かな。僕に言おうって何、さくらちゃん。
僕になって何、さくらちゃん? Let's see. Oh, mochi. Of course it's confused. What's he saying?
そろそろ約束の時間かな。僕に言おうって何？
僕によって何? It sounds like saying よって。よって。Oh, this is probably purpose, errand, task one. Yo, okay. And then the yote is because it's being quoted. So boku, see, boku ni yote. Let's see. So the errand to do towards I, or in other words, towards me. Nani what? Let's see. Boku ni yotte nani, Sakura-chan? Oh, konnichiwa, Maximum Midnight. Genki desu ka? How are you doing? Let's see. What did you want with me? Let's see. So Aaron with me what? So boku ni see. Explain the grammar of let's see. So the sute is likely either Toyu or Tosuru. This segment, let's see, Yote is casual contraction of Yo Toyu, okay. So they think it's the Toyu one, okay. The phrase Boku ni Ayote nani is a fragmented by nature causal sentence structure, okay, so Boku ni yote iu no wa nani? Oh, what is this business you have with me? I guess he's saying Sakura-chan's like, is it related to Sakura-chan? So to say business with me, or in other words, what is this business you have with me? Okay, so the said business with me, what is it? Okay, so Boku ni yote nani, Sakura-chan?
そろそろ約束の時間かな。僕に用って何、さくらちゃん。
渡したいものがあるんだと。
僕に用って何、さくらちゃん。
渡した
渡したいものがあるんだと、そう。Watashitai, watasu, to ferry across, to carry across, to traverse. So watasu, to ferry, so watashitai, want to ferry things. To hand over, so I have things I want to hand over things? What? I have things I want to hand over? See. 渡したいものがあるんだと Let's see what the second line is. Let's see.
そろそろ約束の時間かな。僕に用って何、さくらちゃん。
渡したいものがあるんだと。伝言してやる代わりに今日の夕食当番はあいつだ。
Okay. See, dengon shite yaru. Message word from someone. Dengon shite. Message word. So doing message. やる 代わり replacement stand-in proxy. What is 変わる as a verb? To relieve, to replace, to take the place of. Okay. So, 言語してやる take the place of saying, let's see, に okay. 今日の夕食 let's see, evening meal, dinner, 当番 it's being on duty. So today's supper let's see. Today's supper's turn. Let's see, aitsu. What? Let's see, in exchange for passing on the message, let's see, in exchange for passing on the message, here's, let's see, I'm on dinner duty tonight, or she's on dinner duty tonight? What? Let's see. 渡したいものがあるんだ. Okay, she said she had something to give me. So want to give thing, have. Or let's see, I'll tell him there's something I want to give him, but in exchange he's let's see, so she has some, I think it's like she has something she wants to give me, but with that, doing a message? What? Let's see. Dengon shite yarus. I'll pass the message along. If I get rid of the yaru, tell him. Oh, so if so Dengon is message, then Dengon shite telling a message, and then Dengon shite yaru doing telling a message, and aka passing the message along. Dengon shite yaru. So passing the message along kawari in my stead. So with that, Kyou no Yushoku Toban. So today's dinner duty is her. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Anyway, continuing this.
のがあるんだと。伝言してやる代わりに今日の夕食当番はあいつだ。
また意地悪して。
夕食当番はあいつだ。
また意地悪して。
ETI して。また意地悪して。Malicious, ill-tempered, unkind, mean. So, malicious again. Mata ijiwaru shite. So being malicious. So you're being mean again. Mata. Let's see. Mata ijiwaru shite. This kanji comes from thought, ground, bad. Thoughts grounded in badness. So in other words, it's a malicious thought. Ijiwaru.
伝言してやる代わりに今日の夕食当番はあいつだ。
また意地悪して。
うわっ。てめえ。
てめえ. Oneself, myself, yourself, and you. In other words, in this case, it's being used like you, but used in like you don't really like the person kind of way. Like saying like it's you or teme.
Te me.
ごめんなさい、待たしちゃって。
てめ。
ごめんなさい、待たしちゃって。
Gomenasai, motaset chatte. See. Motaseru, to keep a person waiting. So motasete chatte is to end up keeping them waiting. What is Simachi Matsu Mataseru? This looks like causative of Matsu. What is the origin of mataseru. Is it just causative of matsu? So mataseru is the standard causative form of matsu. Okay, to make or to let someone wait. It origin lies in the regular conjugation rule of Godon group 1 verbs. Okay. While mataseru is the modern standard, it is an older, shorter variant of matasu. Historically, the causative was formed by adding su to the imperative stem mizinke, which later shifted to the modern seru ending. In colloquial speech, this shorter form is still used, particularly when forming the causative passive, making someone waiting against their will, which often contracts to matasareru. So mataseru is not its own word. Yeah. While it is derived from matsu, to wait, it functions as a separate entry in the dictionary with a specific grammatical role. It's the causative form of matsu. But yeah, you don't need another word for that. Okay. So, gomen nasai, matasechatte.
Teme.
ごめんなさい、待たしちゃって。
てめえ。
ごめんなさい、待たしちゃって。
てめえ。
Shitsumon ga arimasu ka? Are there any questions? If there's no questions, then we're going to raid, so please stick around for that. So first grade is gonna go to Johnny Mind, who's teaching Japanese by playing Pokemon Fire Red. Okay, so second grade's going to be to Maximum Midnight, who's studying Japanese with the Kaishi 1.5K Anki deck. Mm. We're going to raid Silver Fox, who's playing The Witcher 3 as for the last raid. So, Mina-san, okiyotsukete mata ashita. Goodbye, everyone. See you tomorrow.